Hi everyone, welcome back to the Empowered Empath. My name is Seraphim. Today I'm talking about the number 0 and the spiritual and energetic significance behind this number. If you have been experiencing a spiritual awakening or if you have begun to follow a spiritual path, you may find that certain numbers start showing up for you more frequently, or repeating number sequences might begin asserting themselves into your awareness. Makes you wonder, why am I seeing this number over and over again? Like, what's the meaning? Why is this happening? So today I'm talking specifically about the number 0 and what the significance of this number is for your spiritual journey and how it may apply to your circumstances and your life. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I really wasn't sure if I was going to post this video because of everything that's been happening with COVID-19. It feels weird to not address it and to just be posting videos about spiritual topics when there's this huge pandemic and it's all everybody's talking about. But the more I think about it, I realize everybody's at home in self-isolation, probably looking for some kind of entertainment or some kind of connection for that matter. So I really wanted to offer you guys this video to give you something to maybe take your mind off of what's going on, take your mind off of COVID-19, and just think about something else. So I hope you'll take this video as entertainment, maybe something that, you find helpful, useful, interesting, whatever. But I hope you take it in the spirit that it's meant. And certainly I'm not ignoring COVID-19. I will actually be posting a video fairly soon about COVID-19. So stay tuned for that. But with that said, I'm just going to jump in. When we look at the number 0 visually, we are essentially looking at a circle. Throughout time, circles have perhaps been one of the most basic and also one of the most powerful symbols for humanity. Circles have a very obvious meaning symbolically, and yet they're also steeped in deep esoteric symbolism. Circles represent the eternity of the soul and the interconnectedness of all things. Circles remind us that the doorway to Source is within, and that we are just as intimately connected with Source as all of creation. Circles essentially represent both everything and nothing. 0 represents both everything and nothing, the eternity of our soul, beginnings, endings, and everything in between. Where the number 1 reminds us that we're conscious creators and to use that power with intention and wisely, the number 0 tells us that literally anything is possible, that we can manifest anything, even things that are potentially currently beyond our ability to conceptualize. We are being called to keep an open mind. Spirit, if the number 0 is appearing to you, Spirit may be asking you to keep an open mind and to allow your consciousness to expand. As your consciousness expands, you may find that some of those concepts that you couldn't hold previously suddenly make sense. Suddenly you understand how, potentially contradictory ideas may actually bolster one another or cooperate, work together versus conflicting with one another. So 0 is a call to open up your mind, to hold a space that would allow for all possibilities, because literally everything is truly possible. 0 is also the beginning or the starting point from which everything springs, as well as the conclusion. I'm going to be talking a lot about contradictions because 0 is really a big contradiction, or so it seems. When 0 begins to assert itself into your life, very often it indicates the beginning of intense spiritual growth. And through that growth, you will find that you're able to hold various concepts that on the surface may appear to compete with one another. And yet you come to recognize how these ideas can cooperate and bolster one another, rather than being in conflict or competition with one another. It also indicates that certain circumstances, situations, relationships you may find are coming to an end at this time in your life. Those endings will absolutely lead to new beginnings. 0 also represents the cyclical nature of time and the cyclical nature of our experiences. So If you're seeing 0 show up in your life, rest assured there are some lessons coming in. Our lessons can sometimes be hard for sure, but our lessons can also be joyful and gentle. So when you're seeing this number, I would say check in with yourself, check in with your limiting beliefs. Are you holding limiting beliefs? Are there ways that you may be holding yourself back? Are there beginnings and endings taking place in your life? And what concepts are coming forward for you right now that are challenging you to be able to hold contradictory ideas at the same time? When the number 0 begins to assert itself into your awareness, it's an indication that potent and powerful energy is moving through your life, and this, not the least of which, is connected to your own intentions. Remember that we have a choice. 0 encompasses all energies. We have free will to move and manifest as we choose. We can either integrate our lessons or we can resist them. We don't always have to engage with the energies that are coming forward. Very often, we find ourselves in resistance, and this can create pain, conflict, discomfort for all sorts of different reasons. But the universe doesn't judge. The number 0, however, is a call to take on the challenge of personal and spiritual growth. And it's a promise that the rewards of that are truly limitless. In tarot, we see this energy expressed with the very first card, the Fool. The very first card in tarot is actually numbered 0 and is the Fool. The Fool represents the soul. The Fool is all of us as we journey through the archetypes of the major arcana. The archetypes of the major arcana are representative of situations, circumstances, people, relationships, experiences that we may have in this life. And the Fool recognizes that any of them are possible, that we can move into any experience, any possibility that we can possibly conceive of. Perhaps even some that we can't yet. So this is another reflection of the infinite possibilities behind the number 0, what it is telling us, and also the reminder that there are lessons connected here. Every archetype in the major arcana carries a lesson for us, and that lesson has a unique value. The Fool isn't afraid to look like a fool or make mistakes or blunders or ask questions, because the Fool knows that there is value in every experience that we have, and that there's knowledge to be gained from every experience that we have. 0 shows up to remind you that you are a spark of magic. You are energy. You are both corporeal and non-corporeal. You're a body and you're a soul. Your very existence proves that the universe is both impossible and miraculous. The last thing I want to say about the number 0 is that it amplifies any other numbers that it may be appearing with. So if you see the number 0 appearing with other numbers quite frequently, do make note of what the other numbers are, because they too will carry a message for you. And I will be doing an ongoing series covering all the different numbers on this channel, but make note of those numbers also. 0 amplifies any number it appears with, and even if we look at this mathematically, if you add 0 to any number or you subtract 0 from any number, you're left with that number. If you try to divide into 0, you get 0. It's a very unique mathematical property. So this expresses that amplification. It also expresses that all possibilities are open to you and that you have an infinite influence that you may not be giving yourself credit for. Any number sequences that may be appearing for you are communication from spirit, reassurance from spirit that you're on the right path and that spirit's there for you, supporting you. You have a spirit family that's with you and helping you on your path. I hope this video helped to give you some insight into the spiritual and energetic significance of the number 0 and why this number may be showing up for you in your life. But if you have any questions or anything I didn't cover, or even if you just want to share your experiences, I would love to hear in the comments below. So please don't hesitate to share there. Also, I will be making videos on the subsequent numbers, as well as my usual topics, spiritual related topics and empath related topics. So if my content resonates with you, please subscribe. And if you like this video, show me some love and hit the like button. Also, if you want to learn more about my practice, you can visit Tarot by Seraphim on Facebook or tarotbyseraphim.ca. I also would encourage you to join the Empowered Empath Facebook group. I'm going to link to all that good stuff in the description below. On a final note, I just want to conclude by encouraging everybody to take a few minutes every day, doesn't matter when, whenever you can snatch up a few minutes, and just set your intention and your focus on sending healing and sending love to anyone who may be suffering or affected by this virus. We can use our collective consciousness to help heal and ease what's happening in the world. So I'm calling on anybody and everybody who sees this video, just please take a few minutes, even if you only do it once, even if you only do it today, but if you can remember to do it every day, awesome. Take a few minutes, just be with yourself, be still, and send out that intention of love and healing to all who are affected, and an energy of safety I would encourage as well. Okay, I'm not going to ramble anymore. Thank you so much for watching. Blessings, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.